forward to this game, as it is a huge game, as the top two teams in the Western Buckeye League are facing off, and Elida trying to shake out that taste of their first loss of the year, and the Roughriders with their win last week over Kenton, keeping it rolling with their fourth consecutive win. Both teams at 4-1 overall, but probably more importantly, again in the league, St. Mary's 4-0 and Elida 3-1.
Noah Adcock will kick it off for the Bulldogs. He also handles the PAT and field goal duties as well. He was perfect going into the Elida game on PAT, or excuse me, into the Walpole game on PATs before he had one blocked. But he's still got a pretty good mark of 26 of 27. And he will try to boot this one away to one of the three Roughriders awaiting, and it's going to go all the way into the end zone, and not even a chance for Ty Howell to return it. So it'll be at the 20-yard line where the Roughriders start their offense.
Yeah, what an impressive kick to start off with. And the St. Mary's offense, as we mentioned, is second in the Western Buckeye League in total points and in total offense, and obviously it has historically so. The top rushing offense in the Western Buckeye League, averaging over 330 yards a game.
Elida gave up 298 yards rushing against Wapakoneta. They want to shore that up tonight. Riders break the huddle.
So Colin Clements will come out under center for the first play of the game. It will be a handoff, and that one's not going anywhere, as Sean Perry was the ball carrier.
Take a look here at your starters for St. Mary's.
Defensive tackle.
Got some good size there on the line. Garrett Louth at 310 pounds is a returning WBL first teamer.
St. Mary's.
And we'll see a stable of different backs. Sean Perry, the leading rusher for this Rough Rider lineup.
So no gain on the play for the Rough Riders. This time it's going to go to Dunlap. He comes on the outside. A nice pickup for him up close to the 35-yard line, and that will move the chains.
And Dunlap is the big playmaker for St. Mary's, their home run hitter, if you will. Now we'll take a look at this Elida defense, led by a stout front four, and they will be tested with this running attack of the Rough Riders. But Michael Purdy is second team WBL last year. Dan Tullis was a first team last year as well.
So ball on the 33-yard line for the Rough Riders offense. It's a St. Mary's team that scored 168 points this year, as a penalty flag will fly. And it's going to go against Elida.
And as mentioned before, that's something that the Elida Bulldogs coaching staff, including Coach Bill Speller, does not want to see. Elida is the most penalized team in the Western Buckeye League, and you don't want to be giving the Rough Riders easy yards.
Yeah, that's their 44th penalty, accepted penalty, that is, of the year.
First and 5 at St. Mary's 38. Just underway, open possession.
So now a first down and 5. Another handoff. This one going up to the 45-yard line. Being brought down there is Ty Schlosser.
Yeah, Ty Schlosser hit that trap really hard, and that was a touchdown saving tackle there by, I believe it was Gilkey.
And again, it moves the chains.
First and 10. Moving quickly here on their opening drive from their own 20.
So again, a lot of good size here for Elida. The one thing I would say is a lot of those guys do play both ways on the front line. Purdy Tullis and Seth Bailey are also starters on the offensive line.
This one a handoff to Perry right up the middle. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 before he's brought down. The first quarter for the Rough Riders hasn't been their favorite quarter. It's their quarter in which they've scored the least amount of points this year. 34 of their points this year in total have come in the first, and every other quarter they've done better than that. But defensively, they've only given up 22, which is also the least all year. So it's a little bit of give and take for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, and I don't think that's that unusual for, a Doug Fry team. I think a lot of times he wants to be doing his business and playing their best in the fourth quarter, and sometimes that's a wearing down process that happens, especially in the first quarter.
Dunlap carries the ball on that one, bringing up a third down now, just across the 50.
I'm going to call that about a 3rd and 5. And kind of the first big test here for this Elida defense. This Elida defense comes in, we're only ranked 7th in the Western Buckeye League in total points given up.
Split backs, tight end and wing on the left half. Hard count, Elida stays
Clements
inside.
under center again, gives it to Perry.
And
He's got a hole. Did he get the first down? The spot is very close.
Yeah, if it's spotted where it is, I think it's going to be enough.
And they will move the chains.
And again, as anyone that's seen St. Mary's over the years, you know, they're not fancy. You know, you're going to see trap, dive, sweep, and kind of their outside play as well. But that's kind of it. And then if you're not paying attention, you know, then Coach Fry will throw you maybe a trick up his sleeve at you sometimes too.
This one will go to Perry. Perry bounces off a wimpy tackler and gets it up to the 40-yard line. And this is a St. Mary's team that's run about 150 first down plays, and they're averaging close to 5.5 yards per first down play. So they're setting themselves up to extend the drive with the first down plays and what they're able to do.
And that time Perry was able to bounce off the initial tackle of Bailey, but Trey Roberts was there to be able to keep that to be a reasonable play.
So to bring up this time a 2nd and 7, as Clements will come to the line quickly once again. Back to Perry. Perry diving forward up to the 35 where he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and that's just a straight dive play that wing T teams are known for, where it's just base blocking and they're going to hit that a million miles an hour and try to be by your first line defense before you even know what happened.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 now for the Roughriders.
And in the pregame, we talked about staying ahead of schedule. This is exactly what they want. They don't mind being on third down, facing third down situations, but this is the kind they want. They want a 3rd and short because they picked up good gains on 1st and 2nd.
Another dive handoff, and we'll see where the spot is on this one. Looks like Perry might be just a little bit short.
And they're marking him short, but given the situation and down in distance, Coach Fry is not going to hesitate. He's getting ready to send the play in for his 4th down. Big Bo Kenning appears to be coming in.
The Roughriders on the year, 8 of 14 on 4th down conversions. Their first one of the night.
And then the sophomore Ty Slosser also coming in.
As they start to get loud here on the Elida side. And a flag's going to be thrown. That's a false start that's going to go against the Roughriders.
Yeah, over on the left-hand side of the field. Got it just a little bit of a head start. And that's going to be costly. You go from 4th and 1 to now a 4th and 6, and that's really going to kind of change your approach.
Well, at the moment, it looks like the offense is going to stay out there. Nope, now they're going to make the change, and here comes the punting unit.
So a costly penalty from a potentially very makeable 4th down conversion to the punt team coming out, but you always got to watch the fake punt.
Yep, watch the trickery possibility. As Elida's going to have to take a timeout. They didn't have the right personnel out there.
Well, they're afraid of we're caught with 12 guys on the field, it looked like.
So 6:54 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here at Skip Baughman.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, pop money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Dunlap up the near sideline, got some room to go with it, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. How about those tricky Roughriders?
Yeah, given down and distance, I mean, you know exactly kind of where you were on the 4th and 6, plus you're in the Bulldog territory. You have your best playmaker as the up back. You got to be very cognizant of where Brandon Dunlap is. Tremendous call, good execution by the Roughriders.
So that will set them up inside the red zone now at the 17-yard line.
Run to the Elida 17. They're now in the Washington Plumbing, Heating, and Air red zone. 1st and 10.
Dunlap will get it once more. He's got a hole, room to run if he stretches it to the outside, and he gets in, but there's a penalty marker down in the backfield. We'll see if this one's coming back or if it's going to stand.
I think they're going to get Tyler Miller for a hold. He was responsible for the kick-out block that Dunlap cut off of, but that's right where he threw the flag.
And they are marching backwards. So that will negate a touchdown for Braden Dunlap.
And we'll see the replay. Well, that's catching the tail end of the fake punt.
So the ball will be placed back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, because it's a spot foul, and hold was called 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Actually ends up being a 13-yard penalty.
So 1st and 23 for the Roughriders. Perry, the ball carrier now this time. He's got a host of Bulldogs chasing him down, and they finally bring him over down by the Roughriders sideline.
Really exact same play they just scored the touchdown on that was called back. Just defended much better by the Bulldog defense by stretching that out.
4-yard pickup at the 26.
So 2nd down now for the Roughriders, and we talked about what they were able to do on 1st down. On 2nd down this year, about 120 plays run, about 6 yards per play run on 2nd down.
Well, usually you take that into account when you have a 1st and maybe 2nd and 5 or something, not 2nd and 20, 2nd and 19.
Well, this one's going to get that average and then some, as Perry is going to walk into the end zone, and St. Mary's takes the early lead.
And what a move around the 10-yard line by Sean Perry. It looks like he had 2 Bulldogs around him, and he just kind of made a little cut to the outside and went in untouched for the touchdown.
So that will bring out Gabe Vanderveer to try to make this a 7-point game. Gabe, a perfect 20 for 20 on field goal attempts this year, or excuse me, PAT attempts this year. Clements will hold for him. This one on its way. Make it 21 of 21. Roughriders lead it early, 7-0 here in this Week 6 matchup at Skip Baughman.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
If you're looking for the best in screen printing and embroidery, then look no further than Capware, Lima's original one-stop screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you have a family or union or just trying to support our area teams, Capware has everything you need to let your true colors shine. If a more subtle look is what you desire, Capware has you covered there too, with a full selection of casual and corporate attire to keep you looking good. Ask about our full line of trophies and awards. No job too big or too small. Stop in today at 565 South Metcalf and let us cover your back. That's Capware, Lima's original since 1987.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Roughriders strike first. Now it's the Bulldogs' turn, as this one will be fielded by Cole Harmon. Here he comes up to the 25, and he's going to be brought down. Great special teams job there by the Roughriders.
And Cole Harmon is our player to watch. He had the go-ahead touchdown in the third quarter, actually the go-ahead touchdown, but a big touchdown in the third quarter last week against Walpock for Elida. Had a cramp immediately after that touchdown and was unable to get back into the football game, but appears to be all right coming into this week's game.
So it's the first time that we get to see the senior quarterback, Isaac McAdams. He's had a hot start to the season so far, as he's going to dump this one off to one of his favorite targets in Daniel Unruh, but he's going to be dropped around the line of scrimmage.
In fact, I think that's going to be a loss of a yard. Again, looking at the starters of this talented Elida offense, the biggest offensive line here in the Western Buckeye League, center Jordan Speller, coach's son, is the only non-senior on that starting lineup. He's 6'5", 295, has been out with a concussion, gets back in the lineup this week.
Unruh now the ball carrier here, and again he's going to be stopped for a loss.
St. Mary's playing a little bit different defense this week, going against a spread team, running a 3-3-5 or a nickel package. A lot of experience at the top there as well. Bo Kenning, Austin Giesige, and Reed Aller.
And Paul, for people that may not know, what does that change do? Why would you make that change as a defense for this type of offense?
Oh, just to get an extra pass defender, another athlete back in there.
As McAdams goes for the screen play. This one is producing some big yardage here, as coming up the near sideline and up to the 50, finally being brought down, is Keyshawn Spivey.
And Spivey with a tremendous catch right there on the screen pass, and that's just what the doctor ordered on that 3rd and long for the Bulldogs, and they are right back on the line to continue in attack mode as they're right at midfield.
Only his 6th reception of the year goes for big yardage. McAdams in trouble, and he gets it away, incomplete, saving a sack there.
And Jackson Harris on the blitz was coming unblocked, and he and McAdams just eyed at each other a little bit. It's like, are you going to come? You're coming? Yeah, when he finally did, McAdams knew he had just to throw away and get rid of it.
Isaac McAdams, just over 1,300 yards throwing the ball this season so far.
But even though they have 3 down linemen, as we can see, watch for lots of blitzes from this defense from Elida. That's Coach Nick Yale's kind of calling card. You know, he wants to be the attacker. You know, he doesn't like his defenses just to kind of sit back and be dictated to. He wants to do the dictating.
And you and I heard a lot about this explosive offense last week when they went to Walpock, and yes, they put up 33 points, but at times that Walpock defense held them in check. So far they're moving here on this first drive. This one intercepted, and here they go the other way with Jackson Harris. What a play, as he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Pick 6 Roughriders.
Jackson Harris with an incredible individual effort gets the tip and then is able to corral it and then outrun McAdams into the end zone for a touchdown, big defensive touchdown against this Bulldogs unit. We can see there on the replay, Jackson Harris, way back in the first WBL game of the season against Ottawa Glandorf, had a big tip on that 2-point conversion. This time he's able to catch it as well and make points for the Roughriders.
Couldn't have scripted it any better if you're Coach Doug Fry and the Roughriders. A great start to this one as Vanderveer adds on to it. 14-0. The Roughriders lead it. 4:14 to go in the first quarter.
Hello?
Call dropped.
Hello?
No more minutes. Lost your phone?
Don't worry, telephone service from TSC is always crystal clear, never runs out of minutes, never has a dead battery, and most importantly, in an emergency, it displays your address for 911. Plus, TSC keeps you connected with free calling in our expanded calling area. Ask about telephone service from TSC today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Well, Jackson Harris joins his buddy Ty Schlosser as the only two Rough Riders to return an interception for a touchdown this year, and that gives the Rough Riders an early 14-0 advantage on the scoreboard.
And a pretty big blow to the confidence of the Bulldogs. A lot of football left here, but we probably need to see a little bit out of them this drive.
Coming the other way now, Unruh off the return, and again the special teams unit getting down and covering well. Knocked down at around the 20 is Unruh.
And nice tackle there by Christian Triplett. So only the third interception thrown on the year by McAdams. Again, even though they were running with 3 down linemen, the Riders came with pressure, blitzing 2 of their 3 linebackers on that. And Harris found a gap.
We'll see what kind of confidence Coach Speller has in his senior quarterback, if they go right back to the throwing game or if they hand it off here. And this will be a handoff to Unruh. And again, the defensive line collapsing on him.
And nice job closing down that hole as Bo Kenning from his defensive end spot.
So second down now and 10.
And again, kind of interesting, you have Giesecke playing nose tackle. He was a first-team WBL linebacker, and that's obviously his natural position.
McAdams throws again. This one almost again picked off, but it falls incomplete. As it was Keyshawn Spivey, the intended receiver. So third down now, and this is a big third down for this offense to try to get, or for this offense and defense for St. Mary's to try to get this explosive offense off the field.
And really, the only thing that's really worked for them so far was that slip screen. Everything else, the Rough Riders has really kind of handled the Bulldog offense so far.
Unruh wide open, and that's going to move the chains, and boy, did the Bulldogs offense need that.
So both positive plays that the Bulldogs have come on 3rd and long. Coach Speller would prefer for it not to have to come to that. But again, a lot of ball game going. You have very experienced quarterback and skill guys out there.
McAdams throwing once more. This one is complete to Henderson, and he's got the first down across the 50.
And Henderson, one of the big-time players. He is 6th in the WBL in receptions and 10th in yards, and he's not afraid to hit, as we see on that contact with him on Drew Jacobs.
So now the Bulldogs offense starting to click a bit here on this drive. McAdams throwing once again, looking to go deep, and he does, but he throws it to no one as it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Howe stayed over top of that route that time, so McAdams just chose kind of to overthrow on purpose just to throw another game.
And he brought up the fact that that was only his 3rd interception of the year. Now that he's completed a few here on this drive, you think he's got that one out of his mind?
Oh, I don't think it bothers him at all. You know, you're going to have some mistakes sometimes, and as a football player, you just have to kind of go work through it and go to the next play.
This time, it's a design QB keeper for McAdams, and he goes up to the 35, close to the first down.
And you'll notice that Elida ran some motion that time. You know, they're trying to clear out the Rough Rider defense a little bit so that they could set up with that run. They do have that marked a little bit short, so it's actually a 3rd and a little bit less than 1.
Big play for the Bulldogs offense, bigger play for the defense of St. Mary's. Unruh looks like he's got the first down on the carry.
36 of Smidge.
So another 3rd down conversion for the Bulldogs, as again they have a very promising drive.
Again, a Bulldogs offense averaging 41 points per game. The number was even higher before they were held to only 33 points last week, as this one's complete to Harmon.
And that's what we think we're going to see a lot of from the Bulldogs, is that's their little blitz read. And because we think that the Rough Riders are probably going to blitz quite a bit, their reaction to that then is to hit, you know, about a 6 to 8 yard little slant in that vacated area.
The 2nd down and short. Unruh. They're going to fake it to him and throw to Harmon, and it fell incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd and short now.
But exact same thing that just happened right there. All 3 linebackers that time for the Rough Riders blitzed, and they just went into that area, just wasn't able to complete it. Interesting formation here.
As McAdams will keep it. Diving forward for the first down, and I think that extra lunge at the end got it for him.
That's when it helps to be 6'3" at sometimes, Eli.
It's a very big Bulldog squad all around, but yes, McAdams not an exception.
Yeah, as we mentioned, that offensive line you see out there, the smallest player is Devion Simpson at 5'10", 245.
This one will be tossed out to Unruh. Room to run as he gets around one tackler out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really nice route by Unruh. You know, we used to call that a wing route, and I'm going to have to draw this up for you a little bit, where he goes this way, goes inside, then goes outside, kind of make a little bit of a wing, and that's really hard to defend.
So 1st down and 10. Inside the red zone now. McAdams by himself, looking to throw. He's got some pressure now, looking to use his legs as he'll take off. And the defenders covering the receivers, they didn't see him, and he's going to dive into the end zone for the score, Isaac McAdams.
Now, once he escaped the potential tackle from Giesige, there was no one there looking to cover the quarterback because everybody was manned up in the secondary. And Isaac McAdams, the leading rusher in the Western Buckeye League, is able to get in the end zone on the ground for the 5th time this year. You can see right here a really good athlete. No one, as you mentioned, saw him until it was too late and was able to get just inside that pylon for the touchdown.
So Noah Adcock on to try to make it just a 1-touchdown ball game. And he does just that. So the Bulldogs offense responds, but they still trail the Rough Riders 14-7 with 1:53 to go in the opening quarter of play.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, pop money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Isaac McAdams working on a little bit of the scramble drill to get his team back within distance. They trail 14-7 and will kick it back off to the Roughriders. As Adcock has got a great leg on him. Perry's going to field it at around the 5-yard line. Let's see what he does with blockers in front. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Just a few Bulldogs to beat, and they catch him at the 40-yard line, but phenomenal field position for this offense to take over.
Yeah, and Perry actually has a touchdown on a kick return earlier in the year. He had an 87-yard against Van Wert. And for some of the momentum that Elida might have gotten with that drive, get in the end zone, it looks like St. Mary's might have just took it right back with that return.
So a minute 42 remaining in this first quarter of play. Roughriders would love to get a score here with this great field position, make it a 2-touchdown lead, put some pressure on the Bulldogs. They'll give it off to Dunlap. Room to run on the outside. Tripped up at the 35.
And Purdy is able to make the play while being engaged by Tyler Miller. Still gain about 5 or 6. And the Elida Bulldogs, you know, they have to kind of look at things in perspective a little bit. They're down 1 touchdown. However, from a defensive standpoint, you actually had St. Mary's punt unit out on the field. They had to convert a fake punt to continue that drive. The other touchdown was on a pick 6. The special teams gave up a long drive. So, I mean, you still got to maintain some confidence here on defense because you're going to have to come through with some stops.
Perry's going to be the ball carrier once again, and this time the defense standing tall for the Bulldogs. And we talk about Coach Fry and his willingness to spread the ball around with all of the backs that he's got at his disposal, and he does a great job, and I don't think any of those guys back there would complain about the amount of touches they're getting because it's working offensively this year for them.
Yeah, they definitely spread it around. They've had, almost everybody's had kind of a big game out of their normal 5 that they have out there. So similar situation that they were in earlier, you know, about 35-yard line with the 3rd and 5.
Dunlap will get it once again, and a good surge for him to go ahead and get the first down across the 30.
And we mentioned before about McAdams and his size. You know, Braden Dunlap is even an inch taller at 6'4", and as soon as he got that ball through that dive, he almost had the first down yardage just from his own height.
As the clock continues to run, now down to 40 seconds. Another handoff. Perry once again getting forward up to the 20-yard line.
Again, just another straight dive, nothing fancy about it. Man-on-man blocking, and again, just execution, and you know, it would be the precision and speed.
See if the Roughriders decide to run another play. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. They're in no hurry at the moment. Now they come quickly to the line. 5 seconds to get it off, and they do, to Fowler, and he's got room to run as he's going to be tackled just short. He's going to have the first down, and the clock stops just at 0.5 of a second. But as soon as they start this one back up after moving the chains, that will do it for the first quarter of play. So end of one, 14-7. The Roughriders are on top, and they're threatening to score again. Back for more here at Skip Baughman Stadium.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
If you're looking for the best in screen printing and embroidery, then look no further than Capware, Lima's original one-stop screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you have a family or union or just trying to support our area teams, Capware has everything you need to let your true colors shine. If a more subtle look is what you desire, Capware has you covered there too, with a full selection of casual and corporate attire to keep you looking good. Ask about our full line of trophies and awards. No job too big or too small. Stop in today at 565 South Metcalf and let us cover your back. That's Capware, Lima's original since 1987.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
One quarter in the books, about ready to start the second here with the Roughriders knocking on the doorstep of the end zone. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to get significant yards, and the pile continues to move up to the 5-yard line.
Again, the sophomore Tice Losser running from that fullback position. Again, one of the stable running backs that we see. Got about 4 yards there down to the 5-yard line.
Second and goal.
So second down from the 5-yard line, as you mentioned, Paul. We'll see what Coach Fry decides to draw up here. This will be a hand up to Perry, and he's going to dive into the end zone. Yep, he got it. So the Roughriders add on to that already nice lead, 20-7 now.
And Perry, his second touchdown tonight, his 5th on the season. And then that dive play is just working wonders tonight for the Roughriders.
Vanderveer on to try to keep his continuous perfect streak of PATs going. This one will do exactly that. So 21-7, the Roughriders in control at the moment here in this Week 6 contest.
Hello? Call dropped?
Hello?
No more minutes? Lost your phone? Don't worry. Telephone service from TSC is always crystal clear. Never runs out of minutes. Never has a dead battery. And most importantly, in an emergency, it displays your address for 911. Plus, TSC keeps you connected with free calling in our expanded calling area. Ask about telephone service from TSC today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Okay.
Out of the shotgun, has Overwood and 3 receivers left, and 1 to the right.
McAdams is going to keep it here up to the 30-yard line, or close to it, bring up a second down for the Bulldogs. A nice touchdown run for Sean Perry, his second of the ball game, to give the Roughriders a 21-7 advantage. And Paul, you and I have been talking about it all season. When teams get down like this, the best medicine is to just keep doing what you've been doing. Don't get in any hurry.
Oh, yeah, there's so much ball game left. It's almost not worth it to look at the scoreboard right now. Just continue to do what you're going to do.
As McAdams will throw. Looking, he's got his favorite target in Cole Harmon. Brings up a 3rd down and short.
But that's about as perfect as you want to be able to handle Cole Harmon. It was on a short route, and you were on him before he had a chance to be able to turn upfield and do anything with it. So look, you got some potential zero coverage here. Watch for the blitz. Everybody's kind of manned up right now.
McAdams sending Harmon in motion, and Isaac McAdams will keep it himself, but he's brought back, and he was just gang tackled by that Roughriders defense short of the 1st down.
Sean Perry, who just scored the touchdown, had the tremendous tackle that time as well. This is going to be shy of a 1st down, so it's a 4th and short, and Coach Speller keeping his offense out there, understanding that, you know what, I don't think I want to give this ball to that offense again, down 2 touchdowns.
We'll see what play they come up with.
Obviously going to expect a blitz here from the Roughriders.
McAdams is going to keep it, and he's got the 1st down, and that's a big one for this Bulldogs offense.
You know, the one positive with running out of a shotgun in those type of situations is vision. McAdams had the vision of see where the penetration was coming from, so he was able to go to the outside.
Picked up at 37. McAdams now in the empty set in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Whistles.
As that flag flies, we apologize for some technical difficulties. We'll step away and be back as soon as possible.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, pop money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Welcome back to Skip Baughman Stadium, the second half underway as the Bulldogs will start with Harmon getting up to the 35-yard line. We apologize for the technical difficulties. A big thanks to all our guys in the truck for getting us back on. What you've missed while you were gone, well, it was a 17-play, 75-yard drive capped off by Xavier Gilkey, making it 21-14. Bulldogs brought themselves within striking distance at the 5:07 mark in the second quarter. Then the Roughriders put together a pretty impressive drive of themselves, running down the rest of the clock down to 30 seconds before Ty Schlosser punched it in to make it now 28-14. And that's where we are as we start this second half of play with the Bulldogs offense out on the field, and Isaac McAdams looking to go deep to Harmon and just overthrows them and all the way down to the opposite 30-yard line. Eli Alvarez and Paul Sadler with you. And Paul, what we missed while we were gone was some action-packed offense.
Yeah, and you know, a couple long drives for each one. You know, both defenses are making the offenses earn it, but neither defense has really stopped the other offense. And you know, that touchdown you mentioned by Schlosser was a 4th down conversion on a 4th and 1 to punch it in from the 5-yard line.
McAdams, QB keeper, up to the 40 where he'll be stopped and bringing up a 3rd and manageable.
And go back to the very first touchdown of the game. That was prolonged by a 4th down conversion on a fake punt by the St. Mary's Roughriders. So again, the Elida defense has yet to stop the Roughrider offense, but then again, this Roughrider defense has not stopped this Elida offense, but that pick 6 by Jackson Harris really kind of being the difference.
McAdams will throw on 3rd down and whoa, he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He was caught off guard just as I was as the defensive end comes off there and knocks him to the ground.
Yeah, from the blind side on the blitz, Christian Triplett gets a sack on Isaac McAdams on a clean shot. And McAdams just didn't like what he saw. It looked like he was getting ready to pass the ball before the contact was going to be there, but he didn't like what he was seeing downfield, and that's going to cost him some yardage on the sack and going to be the first punt of the night.
So the Bulldogs will punt it from their own 36-yard line. As it's a nice punt. It's going to be fielded. It's going to bounce first at the 35, and Sean Perry says get out of the way, and it's going to be fielded at the 30. So that's where St. Mary's will take over for their first possession of the second half.
And now that Elida is really behind the 8 ball, being down 2 scores, the one advantage they did have was getting the ball first to start the second half. But now with that credit on the sack, a 3 and out, had to punt the ball immediately to the Roughriders, and the Bulldogs have not been able to figure out stopping this rushing attack yet tonight.
Well, if they can keep things going, this would be a big statement win for the Roughriders. Everybody thought going into the year, and especially going into this week, that this was going to be one of their toughest tests so far, as Perry with a nice run to get the first down up to the 45. And so far they've answered all the questions that people have had about them. If they can stop this explosive offense, the defense has done a great job for St. Mary's, and the offense an even better job of putting points on the board.
Well, you know, really, you know, both teams have had a lot of long possessions. You know, that's kind of really kept things in check just a little bit. You know, the Elida Bulldogs, with the exception of, you know, that 30-second possession they had at the end of the second quarter, you know, that was really their only 3rd possession of the game. So, you know, it's just both defenses need to get stops and preferably get some early stops to get some short fields for their offense and kind of for the Bulldogs standpoint, give them a chance.
As the Rough Riders run it once again with Perry, and it would be an even bigger boost if they can put up a touchdown here on their first drive of the second half. It wouldn't necessarily put the Bulldogs out of the equation, but it would be a long road ahead of them to get back into it.
Well, the Bulldogs have an offense to where coming back would not be an issue in terms of scoring points. They're more than capable, but if you can't stop the other team from scoring points, it's all for naught.
So 2nd down and 5. As Clements will hand it off up the middle, and that one's not going to go anywhere, so it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this would be kind of the key right here. If the Bulldogs can get a stop, as we do have a player still down.
And they will blow their whistle.
Looks like Seth Bailey is down on the ground.
Seth Bailey, very large individual for the Bulldogs. 6'7", 315 pounds, the senior, defensive tackle spot. And good to see him actually being able to walk off under his own power, but they're going to check on him.
But going back to my point here, this is a huge point of the game because it's 3rd and 5. If they can stop them and force them to punt, they still have a decent chance and they would have done their job. But even if they give up, say, 4 yards, chances are Doug Fry is going to try to put their foot on the proverbial neck of the defense here.
Another handoff to Perry. He's got some room to run. 1st down and much more as he gets it up to the 35-yard line, continuing this drive.
And Sean Perry's had an excellent night tonight, already with 2 touchdowns and that big run on 3rd and 5.
Luckily for Bulldogs fans, Bailey will make his way back out onto the field. So 9:13 to go in this 3rd quarter of play. As the Rough Riders look to add on to their 2-touchdown lead. Still the first drive of the second half for this offense. As Fowler will get it this time. Nice chunk of yardage up to the 30-yard line.
And just winning the battle at the line of scrimmage is the offensive line. And considering they pretty much are outsized, that is a big credit and tip of the hat to the Rough Rider offensive line.
So the St. Mary's offense, everybody wants to talk about the Elida offense, their explosiveness. This is a Rough Riders squad averaging close to 34 points a contest, as this one's not going to go for very much, but you got to give credit to them. Everybody talks about the offense and what they can do, break you down after so many possessions. We saw it early in the season against OG. It looked like they weren't much of a factor, but then late in the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter, they finally wore down that defensive line, and that's just what they're made to do. That's what type of offense it is. Call it boring, call it whatever you want. It's effective for sure.
And as traditionally, this is rush based. They have not yet attempted a pass this evening.
And they'll continue that trend as Perry will keep it. He's got one man to make miss, and he almost got him to fall flat on his face, but Perry brings it up into scoring position, and the Rough Riders offense clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, Perry making it look easy and a tremendous execution. And nice job carrying out the fake. That's something that gets overlooked sometimes by Colin Clement. Going to the outside, for a second I thought he had the ball.
So the ball will be at the 8-yard line with 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Handoff, and immediately touchdown for Ty Schlosser. That's going to add on to the lead, 34-14. Now the Rough Riders lead it.
And his 2nd touchdown of the evening as well. And the Bulldogs could be in some trouble here now. It's going to be facing a 3-score deficit.
Offense continues to put the pressure on the Bulldogs as Vanderveer will come on to continue his perfect streak of PATs on the year. And he will do just that. 35-14. St. Mary's leads it.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With TelCirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
If you're looking for the best in screen printing and embroidery, then look no further than Capware, Lima's original one-stop screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you have a family or union or just trying to support our area teams, Capware has everything you need to let your true colors shine. If a more subtle look is what you desire, Capware has you covered there too, with a full selection of casual and corporate attire to keep you looking good. Ask about our full line of trophies and awards. No job too big or too small. Stop in today at 565 South Metcalf and let us cover your back. That's Capware, Lima's original since 1987.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Roughriders fans enjoying themselves. So just a nice little picture there of the festivities going on. It's homecoming here at Skip Baughman. Ty Schlosser with his second rushing touchdown of the ball game has it at 35-14. Now it's the Bulldogs' turn here as Harmon will bring it up to the 30, and that's where Isaac McAdams and his offense will set up for their second drive of the second half.
And you mentioned that it's homecoming, and one thing that they do here at homecoming at St. Mary's at halftime, they shoot off fireworks along with the band performance, and the Rough Rider offense kind of chipping in their own type of fireworks.
They are indeed, and now it's up to the Bulldogs to try to match it. McAdams will come out in the empty set once again. Looking to throw on a slip screen, but he didn't see the pressure coming from behind, and he's brought down immediately.
Christian Triplett once again for the second play in a row and snap from scrimmage, blitzing from the outside from the blind side on McAdams, and he gets in there untouched. You can see coming in here from right there. Again, it's only a three-man line, but then they have also have three linebackers that any time, any one of them, and sometimes multiple, will blitz, and that's created some confusion for the protection of McAdams.
So second down and 17 for Isaac McAdams.
Again,
he's going to throw it, looking for the same play as last time. This one falls incomplete, and again, Isaac McAdams is lying down on the ground. He spent most of his night there.
And he was slow to get up this time, but once again, for the third play in a row, totally untouched is Christian Triplett. You can see right here, just coming on the outside, just not touched at all. And even if you're setting up for a screen, you need to push him upfield a little bit so you don't get your quarterback killed.
Another quick throw. This one is complete at the 30-yard line, but it's going to be well short of the first down.
And a visibly frustrated Coach Speller on the sideline.
Because that'll bring out the punting unit. And St. Mary's starting to feel it.
So we talked about, importance of getting some stops, and it is the Rough Rider defense who has come through with 2 stops in a row here to start this third quarter.
As the clock continues to run down to the 6-minute mark here at Skip Baughman Stadium. It's a fake punt, and Harmon is going to be dropped short of it as they tried to pull a play out of Coach Fry's playbook, but it doesn't work quite as well.
No, and there's too much traffic there between the tackles on the fake punt attempt. So that's going to create tremendous field position for the Roughriders.
And you got to think, if the Roughriders can punch it in right here, they're essentially driving the knife even deeper in to the Bulldogs.
Well, the game is dangerously slipping away from the Bulldogs right now. They desperately need some sort of stop out of their defense.
Perry picking up some good yards, gets it close to the 25.
So, and here you kind of have two different experiences in terms of resume of two different programs. You have St. Mary's Roughriders, who is kind of the class of the Western Buckeye League historically, leads the WBL in total WBL championships with 23, including having one last year. They have several state championships, lots of playoff appearances, and contrast that with the Elida Bulldogs, who only have one WBL championship in football in their existence, and that was way back 35 years ago in 1982. Felt this was really their chance to be able to do that this year, and then a very tough loss last week puts them into kind of almost a must-win situation here, and it appears that things seem to be slipping away from them.
As Ty Schlosser picked up the first down. So you wonder if that game last week for the Bulldogs had any rollover effect. They go on the road to Harmon Field. Walpock beats them in a hard-fought game, and then St. Mary's jumps on them early, going up 14-0, and they really, besides a few flashy plays here or there, haven't had much of a response.
Well, in terms of getting prepared, it's a long week. I think they put games behind them fairly quickly. That's the aim of every coaching staff. And, first half, it was a 14-point deficit. But Elida's offense scored every time they had it, with the exception of the turnover with the pick six, which was a fairly very athletic play by Jackson Harris. So, I'm not sure I would credit that to hangover. I would really more credit the performance of the St. Mary's Roughriders, specifically from an offensive standpoint. You would be hard-pressed to find any negative plays by them so far here on their offense.
And again, haven't attempted a single pass yet this game, as they will continue that trend. This time the defensive line for the Bulldogs does their job.
But even when Elida does a good job, they're still giving up 2-3 yards, which, again, you can live with as an offensive coach for the Roughriders, because that does set up preferably the third and more manageable. So this 3rd and 6 is not ideal, but still you can handle that.
So the clock continues to run here in the third quarter. 3:33 remaining. St. Mary's threatening again. This time Perry's going to keep it on some misdirection, and he almost had himself another touchdown, but he's dropped at the 5.
Yeah, touchdown saving tackle, that time coming from Austin Kirk. Again, got some youth on the defense for Elida. They do not start a senior linebacker, although their front four are all seniors.
And Sean Perry already has himself 2 rushing touchdowns. So does Ty Schlosser. So we'll see if either of those two get the ball. They're both in the backfield. It will go to Schlosser, and he will have touchdown number 3 on the night as the Roughriders continue the route here at Skip Baughman.
And the Roughriders over the 40-point mark for the second time this year. The only other time they were this high is when they scored 50 against the Van Wert Cougars.
With 3:03 to go in the third quarter.
As Vanderveer will come back on once again.
4 yards. 2 minutes, 50 seconds on the drive recap for cracks there.
And the kick is good, so it makes it 42-14. Roughriders on top. And we talked a little bit about what happened while we were away with some technical difficulty. We want to go ahead and show you, recap what you missed, as there's the touchdown from Isaac McAdams to Xavier Gilkey to put the Roughriders back within distance. But then Ty Schlosser, like he's done 3 times tonight, punches it in from just a few yards out. And really, that was the beginning of the end for the Bulldogs. And it's been all Roughriders ever since here in the second half.
Well, scoring right there at the end of the second quarter to make it a two-score game made a really big difference. You know, I mentioned at that time it was a 4th and 1, is a one-score game. If Elida somehow came through with a stop right there and just goes to halftime down one score and getting the kickoff, you know, you have a totally different mentality because you still have a little bit of a margin for error. You know, being down 2 scores and then getting a 3-and-out right from the beginning, you know, made it really, really tough. Now, again, there's still, you know, a whole quarter and 3 minutes left in this third quarter to go, but things would have to go really, really well for the rest of the game for Elida.
This one booted deep, fielded right around the 3-yard line. We'll see what kind of field position the Bulldogs start off with, as this could be the boost they need to get their offense going up to the 50-yard line, and that's where they'll start it.
That's Isaiah Little, I believe, on the return. He was the one that had the pick 6 at the beginning of the third quarter last week for the Bulldogs against Wapakoneta. You can see the replay. That youngster's got some speed.
Yeah, he does, and really many, including myself, believe that his pick 6 last week against Walpock was really the beginning of the end for the Redskins, but they were able to pull off a comeback, so we'll see if the Bulldogs can pull something out of their sleeves here.
Well, that was a 12-point deficit last week. This is a 28-point deficit, but stranger things have happened.
Got to be a little bit optimistic, as Harmon, nice gain there on the reception. Cole Harmon had himself a nice game last week, though, against the Redskins, and really, he's been one of the bright spots so far for this offense tonight.
Yeah, last year he's a first-team All-WBL, had 118 yards receiving last week with 2 touchdowns.
Daniel Unruh with the carry. He's someone that they've missed a little bit here in this game. They went to him early, but he hasn't really done much since then. He's pushed out of bounds, and they're going to check on him for just a moment. He got up okay, though.
Yeah, and Unruh listed as a running back, but he also lines up as a receiver. He actually leads the WBL in receptions and 2nd in scoring, 4th in receiving yards, and 4th in all-purpose yards.
McAdams will throw and taking a big shot at the 40. Sean Perry saying, not only can I score touchdowns, I can play defense too.
And that was a big clean hit on a receiver. We saw him with a tremendous form tackle earlier in this game too. You know, Sean Perry, you know, an all-around football, playing an all-around strong football game tonight.
Take a look at the replay.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Sean Perry just lowering the shoulder, and it's now 4th down and 1 for the Bulldogs. McAdams will try to get his offense going if they can get this conversion. He's going to keep it himself off the fake, and he's got the first down, brought down at the 35.
It appears there's been no quit here in this Elida Bulldogs offense. You know, still executing their stuff and moving the chains.
Well, right now, if you're Elida, I guess take it one play at a time, because that's all you can do when you face a deficit like this. As McAdams will throw, and again, Isaac McAdams ends up on his back.
And this time it's actually coming from the defensive line. Reed Aller, the senior, he's a first-team All-WBLer last year as a junior, gained 30 pounds in the offseason up to 245, beats his man on the inside and takes down McAdams.
So make it a 2nd down and 16 now.
And we don't keep track of this stat, but McAdams, you know, he's been sacked 3 times, but he's been hit a lot more.
McAdams with a high snap, corrals it, now gets this one away, and again, he was in danger of going down, so he just wanted to get that one out of his hands as quick as possible.
We had Unruh and Brown both on crossing patterns, not really sure how they're supposed to be because they're going to run into each other. They're at the same depth.
To bring up a 3rd down and long. As looks like there's some confusion between the quarterback and his coach.
Yeah, still a lot of time on the play clock, though.
16 seconds to be exact.
Again, showing blitz are the Roughriders.
McAdams looking to throw, has some time now, and that one in and out of the hands of Daniel Unruh. Maybe he heard the footsteps coming behind him.
Yeah, normally a dependable hands of Unruh. has the ball go right through his hands. That would have been at least close to the sticks. Now it's a 4th down, but given the score situation, Coach Speller opts to keep his offense out there.
Well, and it was Sean Perry once again covering Unruh, and he probably saw the tackle he had just a moment ago. Didn't want to become the second victim. McAdams will look to go deep. Buying time, gets it off, and down to the 25.
And that
Unruh.
Shouldn't be enough. It's pretty close.
And they're going to say at the moment it's short. St. Mary's defense running off the field, offense coming on, and the officials are going to agree with it as well, going the other way.
All right.
The Cowbell Mafia student section enjoying themselves. It's homecoming here at St. Mary's, and boy, is this a great game if you're a Roughriders fan.
You can see gets taken down, just short there at the 25-yard line.
The situation they love with that wing T offense.
So St. Mary's comes back out looking to put even more points up on the board, and here they go trying to do just that as Fowler up the far sideline, still moving down to the 20, and that's just more of what this offense can do, and they just keep adding on in this game.
About a 55-yard run right there, as if my math is correct. We're really missing A.J. Lisi here. He would have told us, but you saw him kind of trucking Devin Barnett right there. On his way for his long run is Fowler.
Gets it all the way down to the 20-yard line. And the Roughriders still got time to score another touchdown in the 3rd quarter. They've already got 2. This is going to go back to Fowler, and he's going to try to do just that as he slipped by one tackle, couldn't slip the other, and he gets down close to the 7-yard line.
So far, this drive brought to you by Shannon Fowler, as he was our player to watch, but he is one that has not gotten into the end zone party yet. See another replay.
Well, he's seen his buddies Ty Schlosser and Sean Perry do it. He says, guys, I want to join in on the fun.
He's just checking in, kind of running off right there. I should kind of mention number 70, Nick Myers, been playing a lot of tight end this game.
Fowler will get it once more. They're trying to get him that touchdown. This time only a gain of maybe 1 or 2, as that'll be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Roughriders in commanding control here at Skip Baughman Stadium. 42-14, they lead the Elida Bulldogs.
Hello? Call dropped?
Hello?
No more minutes? Lost your phone? Don't worry. Telephone service from TSC is always crystal clear. Never runs out of minutes. Never has a dead battery. And most importantly, in an emergency, it displays your address for 911. Plus, TSC keeps you connected with free calling in our expanded calling area. Ask about telephone service from TSC today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. at the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back here at Skip Baughman Stadium as the fourth quarter is underway. One play just run, only a yard of gains of about 1 or 2, but St. Mary's just wants to keep adding on to this already enormous lead. As they've scored in every quarter so far, so why not score in the fourth?
And a 21-point third quarter has really kind of taken this game out of reach.
As this one's going to be a touchdown. So the Roughriders adding on 48-14. Now they've scored in every quarter.
And that's Ty Schlosser once again.
He's just been a man on a mission. He scored the last 4 touchdowns for the Roughriders. Tell you what, I can't remember the last time I've seen a dominating offensive performance like I've seen out of the Roughriders tonight.
Well, and this being a big game, you know, Elida 2 weeks ago was undefeated, and everyone's picked to win the Western Buckeye League, and a very talented team.
49-14, Van de Veer's extra point adds on to it. Roughriders cruising.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's the merge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Back here at Skip Baughman Stadium for this Week 6 matchup between the St. Mary's Roughriders and the Elida Bulldogs. 49-14, Roughriders in control of this one. Eli Alvarez and Paul Sadler with you for tonight's contest as Van de Veer will boot this one off to the 10, and the Bulldogs will start on their trek to try to come back into this one as the ball is free and the Roughriders say they have it. What do the officials say? No official signal yet. Well,
if they give it to him, it's Keegan Saulmiller that has the ball in his hands.
I mean, they haven't said anything yet. The officials just looking at one another. So we got some confusion now. Try to sort this out. And they will give it to St. Mary's. So there you go. I tell you what, Paul, just everything right now going right for the Roughriders. And as you mentioned, now that we're in the second half, got a lead like we do. It's a running clock the rest of the way if the Roughriders can keep this advantage.
And here we can see the replay, see if the ball was indeed knocked out.
I mean, it looked like it came free.
Yeah, it's tough to see with his back there, but as you mentioned, the OHSA instituted kind of that mercy rule with a running clock when it's a 30-point or more lead in the second half.
Fowler with the ball. Again, he's yet to get into the end zone. It's been basically the Ty Schlosser show. Sean Perry sprinkled in as well.
So this is the most points that St. Mary's, this 49 points, the most points they've scored against Elida since back in 2008 when they scored 68 points on the way to a 68-20 victory. But that's still not the most points they've ever scored against Elida. The year before, in 2007, the Roughriders put up 70 against the Elida Bulldogs with a 70-7 victory. And that would represent the second most points in school history.
This is going to be a handoff now. Come the other way is Ty Howell. He's going to get into the end zone. Why not? Let's just get everybody in there as the Roughriders continue the dominance.
And that's Ty Howell's first rushing touchdown of the year. He has 2 receiving touchdowns coming in. And again, this game is definitely not going how many people suspected this game, including myself.
And again, one of the most busiest people on this night has been Gabe Vanderveer, as he's been doing the easy work of chipping that one in, as he'll try to do the same right here. And he does just that. Perfect once again. 56-14. St. Mary's on top.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
If you're looking for the best in screen printing and embroidery, then look no further than Capware, Lima's original one-stop screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you have a family or union or just trying to support our area teams, Capware has everything you need to let your true colors shine. If a more subtle look is what you desire, Capware has you covered there too, with a full selection of casual and corporate attire to keep you looking good. Ask about our full line of trophies and awards. No job too big or too small. Stop in today at 565 South Metcalf and let us cover your back. That's Capware, Lima's original since 1987.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Back here at Skip Baughman Stadium, things definitely not going the way that Isaac McAdams planned as his team trails 56-14. Another tie gets into the end zone, this time Ty Howell, making it 56-14 with 9:39 to go in the fourth quarter.
And another sophomore, so you have 2 sophomores combining for 5 touchdowns in this game.
You know, I don't think you could have picked a better scoreline if you were going to have homecoming night on. They're going to be partying into the late hours, as this one's going to be fielded again around the 10-yard line for Elida. This time we'll see if they can hold on to it, as a special teams unit starting to break down a bit. Now brought down at the 30-yard line, and that's where McAdams will take over with his offense. So it's now time for Paul's favorite time of the game, one of my least favorite because it makes me look stupid, but it's our trivia question. I can't wait to see what you've come up with this time.
Well, here we go. That was about to show there we go. Finkelmeyer Insurance Agency. Elida and St. Mary's have played every year since 1970. What year did Elida get their first win here at Skip Baughman Stadium?
Oh man. Okay.
They are not getting one tonight.
Right. So you can yeah, 2017's out of the.
So and also let you know that they always played here on odd years.
Odd years. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go because I'm going to go with 77.
77?
77. I'm going to say they got 7 years into it. They finally got it. We'll see. But I tell you what, this is just from start to finish. It's been all Rough Riders in this one. As the offense for Elida looks like they just don't know what to do. McAdams will try to get something going here. Servain is going to find Harmon, and he's going to try to make a move, but he's brought down by a couple Rough Riders. So let's see how wrong I was.
You were pretty wrong.
That was, wow, I was very wrong.
Yes, they first met in 1970, but they did not win here at Skip Baughman Stadium until 1995. That was a 14-0 victory, and St. Mary's has actually thoroughly dominated this series. They currently lead at 39-8. And Elida, half of those victories has come pretty recently. They won 4 in a row from 2010 to 2014. So prior to that, St. Mary's had won 36 and only lost 4.
And we've got an injured Bulldogs player down on the field, so we'll step away for a medical timeout. 56-14, Rough Riders on top.
Hello?
Call dropped?
Hello?
No more minutes? Lost your phone? Don't worry, telephone service from TSC is always crystal clear. Never runs out of minutes, never has a dead battery, and most importantly, in an emergency, it displays your address for 911. Plus, TSC keeps you connected with free calling in our expanded calling area. Ask about telephone service from TSC today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Daniel Unruh, the injured Bulldogs player, he's been helped off the field. Trainers checking him out. They'll hope that he can get back at least for next week, because this one seems to be out of hand for the Bulldogs, and it continues that way as Isaac McAdams again ends up on the ground. And I don't know what Coach Fry said to his defense before this game, but they've turned it up to an intensity that we have not seen yet this year.
Well, it's really all in the second half. You know, the Bulldogs offense has really had nothing go right for them in the second half. First half, I thought they were okay. So some really good adjustments going on, you know, in the locker room, as you mentioned.
Well, and I mean, you even look back at the games where their offense scored big amount of points. Against Van Wert, they scored 50, but the defense gave up 34. They've scored 56 tonight and only given up 14. So big steps have been taken here tonight, as McAdams couldn't find Harmon on that.
And again, even though that's an incomplete pass because of the OHSA rule, the clock does continue to run. I do want to point out with the 56 points, this is the most points that St. Mary's has scored since playing Kenton last year, where they scored 58. And this is actually tied for the 20th most points scored in the 100-plus years of a Rough Rider history at 56 points. And again, this was expected to be, yes, a high-scoring game, but a close high-scoring game.
This one's going to be fielded off the punt at the 20-yard line, and Drew Jacobs will bring it up to the 40. So now you wonder if we get to the point in the ball game where we see the backups, and I think that's what we're going to see offensively for St. Mary's.
Yeah, it looks like we all new fresh jerseys out there now, as the JV offense appears to be making an appearance here at the 6:19 mark.
There is a penalty marker down, and that's brought to you, well, they're going to wave it off, but that was brought to you by Stars and Stripes Graphics. So 6:19 to go in the fourth quarter. The backups are out on the field for the Roughriders, and starters getting a rest, well-deserving rest.
Yeah, we'll try to get some new names out there. Looks like going in at quarterback is number 1 Carter Bellweg, junior at 6'2".
So we'll see what he does here. As technically listed, they've got Dunlap as the backup, but he does a lot of other things offensively too, so he deserves a rest. So second down off the run. We'll see if they decide to throw the ball. I'm assuming not.
Assuming not also. That looked like that was Hunter Fraley with the carry there possibly. And a timeout there taken, Eli.
We'll take a timeout as well. Roughriders 56, Bulldogs 14.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
We're coming back, guys.
Back at Skip Baughman, JV players out on the field after the timeout, and the third down after that short run.
It's Cam Stein with the carry, a freshman, and Dylan Harmon, another freshman for Elida with the tackle.
You know what amazes me when we first got the rosters in the first couple weeks? I looked at St. Mary's, went through different classes. 32 freshmen on this football team for the Roughriders.
A lot of pride in this community for football as this counter is eaten up. Yes, you know, right now we're living in kind of an era where there's a lot of schools having a tough time fielding freshman football teams, and you know they're having a tough time getting just their full schedule in.
They could field 2 football teams with their freshmen alone. The Roughriders could.
Well, even though this is a 4th down, looks like the JV, well, at least the down marker has it listed as 4th down. Yeah, there it is.
So let's see what the Roughriders do. It is going to be a rollout. They're going to try to throw it now, thinking better. No, it is a throw. And how about this for the Roughriders offense coming down the other way up to the 35-yard line. St. Mary's keeping it going.
Yes, Ethan Freewalt with the catch from Carter Ballwick. That was a rollout to where, looks like he was going to run it. Then he got right before he got to the line, and he saw Freewalt open and hit him and got the first down. So the first passing attempt and completion of the game.
This one's going to be a dive up the middle, going for little yardage.
Fowler on the handoff that time. And we are running clock now, late in the fourth quarter.
As the clock continues to run down. Again, we are in a continuous clock here in the fourth quarter. Roughriders offense been taking care of business, and you got to think that this is a sigh of relief looking at your upcoming schedule. You've got a struggling Bath squad at home next week. Kind of gives you some time to rest your players, because then you got the big one at Salina 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, their arch rival from across the lake. They throw out the records when those two get together.
It'll be another handoff for the Roughriders, and it's going to be another first down. As you know what, it doesn't matter who you put in there right now for St. Mary's. They're just going to keep clicking.
Yeah, that's Carson Fishbaugh with the carry. So trying to make sure we hit as many of these guys as we can.
And I'm sure you've seen a lot of these guys just walking around the hallways at school. And now they're in playing in a 56-14 ball game. This will be another handoff for the Roughriders coming up the near sideline. Will they get in? Yes, they will. Let's just keep adding on, St. Mary's. How about that, as Eddie Fowler punches it in for the Roughriders.
And that's going to put them over the 60-point mark. And we will look that up, see the last time they crossed 60 here in just about a minute.
Well,
last time they scored 60 points was against Elida in 2001 when they scored 61.
I will say this, Paul, when I was doing the prep work for tonight's game, never did I think that I would be calling the name Eddie Fowler, but the junior getting in the end zone. And how about this? We're going to bring in a new kicker as well. As St. Mary's just trying out a whole bunch of things now.
Yeah, Parker Enoch. Looks pretty good.
You know what? Let's just keep adding on. 63-14. St. Mary's on top. We're going to stay right here because we're going to bring you our Merit Real Estate Professionals Take It to the House play of the game. And it's going to be fairly early, first quarter. Jackson Harris pick 6 off Isaac McAdams. That really helped the Roughriders. It gave them a 14-0 lead, as that was kind of the beginning of the onslaught of just scoring after scoring after scoring.
Well, what it did was it gave them just the advantage in terms of possessions, because Elida did score their 2 other possessions in the first half. It wasn't until the second half where the Bulldogs offense seemed to have been figured out a little bit by this Rough Rider defense. And I do want to point out that 63 points is tied for the 10th most in Rough Rider history. Other times they've scored 63 points include a 1978 game against Van Wert, against Shawnee in 79, Shawnee in 83, and Delphos St. John's in 72.
Bulldogs now looking to get something off the special teams unit. How about this? Making their way down, as Elida now with an answer, coming the other way all the way to the 10-yard line. Peyton Johnson, the sophomore. So the Bulldogs faithful that have stayed around have something to cheer about.
So we'll see who comes out here on offense. It looks like maybe Carter Harsh, a 5'9" freshman, going to be at quarterback. Is that number 20?
Looks like it. As both teams now substituted their offenses. So Harsh, we'll see if he can punch his offense into the end zone. As now St. Mary's needs to take a timeout. as they didn't have the right personnel out there. The minute 40 to go in the fourth quarter, 63-14. Rough Riders on top, in command, and cruising.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
If you're looking for the best in screen printing and embroidery, then look no further than Capware, Lima's original one-stop screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you have a family or union or just trying to support our area teams, Capware has everything you need to let your true colors shine. If a more subtle look is what you desire, Capware has you covered there too, with a full selection of casual and corporate attire to keep you looking good. Ask about our full line of trophies and awards. No job too big or too small. Stop in today at 565 South Metcalf and let us cover your back. That's Capware, Lima's original since 1987.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Back here at Skip Baughman, the Rough Riders enjoying a nice 63-14 advantage, but the Bulldogs with their backups in, trying to get some points up on the board, as here's a handoff going forward, coming close to getting in.
To Dominic Smith, a sophomore. Good-looking kid at 6 foot, 175. And the Bulldogs have not put any points on the board since the second quarter.
That was the pitch and catch from McAdams to Gilkey with 5:07 to go in the second quarter. As they were looking for another connection here to Peyton Johnson, he couldn't come up with it.
And St. Mary's has put on 42 consecutive points since it was 21-14. Get a flag. Stars and Stripes flag as we got a pass interference call, it looks like. But the clock does continue to run.
Elida trying to get some points on the board here before they go home. Carter Harsh will keep it himself, and he will put 6 points on the board for the Bulldogs, and that brings a little bit of a cheer.
And as we kind of go a little bit deeper, we go into more higher scoring games. And we're looking at combined points. We mentioned before that 63 points moved to the top 10 for points for the Rough Riders. Depending on how this extra point goes, it'll either be 83 or 84 combined points, which would also be potentially in the top 10 of all time Rough Rider games.
So Noah Adcock will come on. And his PAT is good. So 63-21. St. Mary's leads it. Back with the conclusion of this one here on Game Face Ohio.
Hello? Call dropped?
Hello?
No more minutes? Lost your phone? Don't worry, telephone service from TSC is always crystal clear. Never runs out of minutes, never has a dead battery, and most importantly, in an emergency, it displays your address for 911. Plus, TSC keeps you connected with free calling in our expanded calling area. Ask about telephone service from TSC today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
63-21, St. Mary's enjoying homecoming as the clock is running.
As mentioned before, this is now 84 combined points, which is tied for 10th all-time in Rough Rider history. That also ties a game from earlier this year, the Van Wert game, which was also 84 combined points, what was a 50-34 victory.
So they're going to need a holder to kick this one off. The clock ran all the way down to 9 seconds. So clock will run now on the officials go, and the Bulldogs will kick it off. Squib kick, and not much left to do here except get down and end the game, and that's what's going to happen. So 63-21, St. Mary's, great night for their offense, great night for the defense overall. Rough Riders cruising. We'll be back to wrap this one up here on Game Face Ohio.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's the merge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet in one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Back here at Skip Baughman Stadium, one final time, 63-21. The Roughriders, a dominating offensive and defensive performance against the Elida Bulldogs. Let's go ahead and take a look at our scoring summary and how we got here. Buckle up because it's a long one, and it mostly consists of Roughriders as they got it going early with Sean Perry. Nice little run from him at the 6:10 mark in the first quarter. Then the defense decided they're going to step up, and Jackson Harris picked 6 off of Isaac McAdams going the other way. Early 14-0 lead for the Roughriders. Then McAdams was able to make up for his mistake by running one in to make it a 1-touchdown ball game. This was also late in the first quarter. St. Mary's then decides that they're going to give it back to Perry once more. 21-7 after that run by Sean Perry. Elida then answers with Xavier Gilkey off a nice pitch and catch from Isaac McAdams. That was 17 plays, 75 yards. Ty Schlosser then, 4 touchdowns in a row for him. 1 in the second quarter, 2 in the third quarter, and 1 in the fourth quarter.
Which I believe does tie a school record.
As he was just a man on a mission tonight for the Roughriders. Then in the fourth quarter, Ty Howe also got in on the scoring action as he scored just a few seconds into the final quarter of play. Eddie Fowler as well got in on the action for the Roughriders, the freshman, making it 63-14. Then the final touchdown of the night by the backup quarterback Carter Harsh. 63-21, the final here at Skip Baughman Stadium. Paul, final thoughts to wrap this one up?
Again, a little bit surprising. You know, we expected a big-time battle, but St. Mary's really has put a stranglehold here at the top of the Western Buckeye League, as they are the only undefeated team left, and Elida now drops 2 games back.
Next week, we're back at Harmon Field in Wapakoneta as the Salina Bulldogs come to town. That should be a great one. Thanks for tuning in this week. Big thanks to all our guys in the truck, all our camera operators. For Paul Sadler, this is Eli Alvarez. Once again, your final 63-21. St. Mary's wins on homecoming.